Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I'm going a bit wacko on the colour scheme. I'm going purple and blue and crimson. Now it's not as wacko as you might think because this purple here was made, look at that, isn't it? It's just stunning. That's made from the Rotorua Art Crimson Red and the Reeves Ultramarine mixed together to make that. I also have another purple here, and this one is made from the same Rotorua Art Crimson Red, but that one was mixed with the cobalt blue. So we've got the crimson red in basically everything. I did also make a orange, but I decided I'm not going to put orange and purple together in the same pour. It'll make mud. Anyway, what am I doing today? Well, I gave it a go yesterday with the strainer, but I'm going to give it another go. This time I'm going to do a sandwich pour. So I've got my strainer here, just as I had it yesterday. It's just a standard plug strainer with the plug bit taken out. You just unscrew it, literally. Super duper easy. But this time, as I said yesterday, I'm going to lift it up off the ground. Make it a little bit higher so that the paint can just pour right the way through. And to do that I have this shot glass. This has been used in the past for the porcelain paint. So I'm going to pop that up there like that, and then it can just, it might even be too high too, but anyway, we'll give it a go. We'll see, we'll play. Name of the game's to play. Alright, stop singing, Michelle. You'll scare the punters away. No. Now, in my previous sandwich pour, apparently I forgot to mention what makes it a sandwich. Well, what makes it a sandwich is you sandwich the colours between the white, 2 layers of white being the bread. Ugh, white bread, yuck. You put some white in, you put your left white in, you put your right white in, shake it all about, do the hokey pokey. No, did you hear the guy that wrote the hokey pokey song died recently? They had a heck of a problem putting him in the coffin. They put his left foot in, they put his left foot out, they put his left foot in, and it shook all about. Anyway, I'll stop singing. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to put some silicone in some of these colours. I'm going to put silicone in the purples. So for my silicone I use Durex Play Perfect Glide Personal Lubricant. Why? Because it's 100% dimethicone. Any of you scared of going into a shop and buying lubricant, then buy the hair serum or destroy and uncreate all your points of view about lubricant. And so let's put some silicone in there. Way too much silicone, but that's okay. Put 1 drop in that one. Alright, so I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to not spill my silicone everywhere. You guys can't see what I'm doing with it over there. My hand gets in the way, sorry. Let's move this lot out of the way so that I can pour some of that in. Pour some of the red in. I had somebody message me the other day asking, how do you have red and white in the same cup and not end up with pink. If anybody knows the answer to that, I would love to hear it. My biggest answer is to try and keep them separated. You gotta keep them separated. But I haven't had that work very well for me in the past. So if you could help Donna out on that question, I would be grateful for beyond belief, because I'd like to know too. A little bit more blue because I like blue. See, Raccoon Sister, I like blue. And I don't even know if we need any more. What have we got in there? About 140 mils already. Just put a little bit more white. Just to, don't really need any more, but that's okay. Now, I'm using a gravy jug, if you didn't notice, and the reason for that is that the pour comes from the bottom of the cup rather than the top of the cup. Whether that's going to make any difference at all in this particular pour, I don't know, but let's give it a go. Zoom you in just a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. The one thing with the gravy jug, separator jug, is you do need to pour quite slowly. Probably isn't a bad thing for this pour. Otherwise it all tips out the top of the jug. And we're just going round and round. A beautiful sun to bring me a hot drink. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Thank you, darling. Check this out, guys. This is oops, I forgot my lid in the middle. And I think I've got enough paint. What do you reckon? Wowza! That's coming out very cool. I'm just spiraling my finger out just to try and get some of that moved on. Put that straight into water so it can rinse for the next one. Wow, 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 wow. Now, as you can see, my shot glass is still in the middle, so I need to get that out and let it flood back into the middle. When you're lifting anything out from in the middle of your painting, make sure you put something underneath it just to catch any drips. Otherwise, you're going to end up regretting it. Maybe it will create something absolutely magical. Right. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a torching before we do anything else, just to bring any more silicone that's in there up. You can see a few little pockets that have started to rise up and give us little cells in there. Yep, we've still got some gas Awesome. The other thing that torching it does is pops any air bubbles. And you might be able to see those popping as I am doing this. Now the white that I'm using for this is my negative space white, which is from Bunnings. It's spring indoor outdoor semi-gloss house paint acrylic. Now apparently acrylic and latex are exactly the same thing, so if you are wondering why the Australians call it acrylic and the Europeans call it acrylic and you guys in the States don't seem to have it, that's why. It's just latex. Just tilting till it kisses the edge and bring it back. Till it kisses this edge. Bring it back. Why do I bring it back? Just so that that bulk paint can have a chance to settle back into the middle before you tilt again. Otherwise you're just going to have it run round and around and around. Check this out, guys. This is stunning. Busy, very busy, but stunning. Wonder if I can get that centerpiece back into the middle. Should I even try? Oops. Zoom me out a little more. Holy, that's busy. Super busy. Just noticed an edge that hasn't got any paint run over it yet. Come on. There we go. You don't want to lose that eye either. Okay, we'll just tap you then. Wow, that is cool. Alright, I'm going to give it another torch because there's heaps of bubbles in there. Now, some of you have been sending me photos of where your paintings have just that really sharp angled kind of thing. Now, there's a couple of reasons that can happen. One is you've not got enough paint and you're desperately trying to tip it. And then you get it to there, and then you desperately try and tip it to another angle, and that's one of the reasons that can be created. The other is where you've got big hunks of paint, and then when you tip it, they go whooshing off, and the other areas don't have much, and so they're kind of just slowly trotting along behind. So you get a big whoosh. And then when you tilt it another way, it goes whoosh in a different direction. So just try and, just like what I was doing when I was bringing it back to more central, and then tilting it again, give that a go, see if that makes a difference. Now, this centre bit is sort of talking to me, and the other day I found this piece of chain, and I'm wondering if I dip it in the mug and then do a chain pull. Some of you are screaming, "Don't touch it, it's beautiful!" And I'm like, yeah, it is. And so it needs something else. So let's give that a go. Move you slightly over so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just basically covering my chain with paint. Some of you are so much better at this than I am. I'm either going to ruin it or make something really cool. Tilted that, sorry. And now you just gently pull on the chain and it sweeps its way through leaving behind it a pathway. Now if I dip that just in plain white, that would look completely different. Blah blah blah. I'm going to rinse the chain and come back and do it with white. Oops, I'm silly Billy. I just totally didn't press record again. So I did exactly what I did with the pink, but with white. Did you see it? Did you see it? Haha. Sorry. Oops. Alright, I'm going to get you down and show you this up close. Alright. I think it's really pretty. So this looks to me like a flower being blown in the wind because the darker petals are being blown off. Tell me what you see in there. It's pretty cool. Let's get some close-ups. There's some very, very, very cool patches in here. I think it'll take a very brave person to have this in their home. But if they do, I'll be super excited because it's cool. I really like it. Look at this. That is so awesome. This has got some very cool bits in it. Wow, I'm going to be taking some macro shots of this. This is stunning. Oh. Yummy! And then our flower stalk up the middle. That's pretty cool too. Wow, 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 wow. I think it looks awesome. So let me know in the comments what you think of this one. Would you have added the flower? Would you have left it alone? What else would you have done if you'd done anything? And I'm going to let it dry, and I will be back with you very shortly to your time to see what it looks like dry. And that will be in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so I am back from visiting my mum for a brief stopover. I'll be going back again tomorrow. How does it get any better than this? And they actually haven't dried properly. Here's yesterday's, and here's today's, and they are not actually dry. So they have stayed exactly as they were, darkened up a bit as acrylic colours tend to do, but I still love this. It's still extremely busy and extremely beautiful. Oh, I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot, even though it's pink. So remember, please, if you have any hints and tips on how to keep reds red when using white with it, we would love to hear them. Please pop them in the comments. I promised yesterday that I would show you how this one dried. As I said, it's darkened quite a lot. It's not 100% dry, but it is looking fabulous. Fabulous, darling. How does it get any better than that? So, what magic can we create, guys? What if you being you truly is the gift that the world requires? And would you be willing to look at all the places where you've not been willing to be you, where you've tried to be what others required you to be, and just shut you down and change that? Start being you again. That may just be having a bit of a perverse enjoyment of washing the dishes, or it may be you know, not buying into other people's sadness when you're supposed to be sad and upset, and just allowing your face to show what's required, but being you inside. I adore you all. What magic can we be? What can we pull into our lives with ease and joy and glory? And what else is possible? Come join us on the Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group. I am going to be live tomorrow. If you are on my sign up on my newsletter, you will have received an email. It's not 24 hours notice, but it is notice. But I will be live tomorrow morning, New Zealand time. So if you want to sign up for notice for future times, mickeyart.com/sign up. Come join us, come play live, give some feedback, and I will have by tomorrow's video, in tomorrow's video in the live, we will be deciding, finalizing what the August challenge is. We're a bit late due to my visiting my mommy. But how does it get any better than this? Look at these. It just, you could stare at this for hours and hours and still not see all the really cool stuff. It's so awesome. So I adore you all. I love having you come play with me, watch me, comment on my videos. I'm trying to catch up on all your comments. I do read them all as they come in, but responding is not as quick and easy when I'm not home. I adore you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.